Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy 40th birthday.
Happy birthday, Jeff Bauer.
A happy birthday.
Happy 40th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Hey, happy 40th birthday.
Hey, Jeff. When I think of you, I think of smart, I think of courageous, and I think of bold. You really are a person who's just a gift because you look at what needs to be changed in this world and you don't complain. You really contemplate who should come together and how can we really create a vision and work toward that change. And at the same time, you look at how can we have some fun. What do you need for personal reflection? You know, your voyages across Alaska and into the wilderness, which really inspire all of us.
Hey, happy 40th birthday. It's been great getting to know you these last few years. I'm really glad that we met each other at the family partnership and continue to have our lunches and also just to catch up every once in a while.
Hi, Jeff. Happy 40th birthday. Holy cow, you're young. I just wanted to say that you're an inspiration to both Becky and I. We've been so impressed with your work with those who have been sexually abused. You work at the legislature, you work at SOJ. You're an amazing young man. Our future is secure with you participating.
How has Jeff Bauer been a gift to me? Well, could we... Okay, two ways come to mind. First, I had the opportunity to help Jeff launch his first book, Foals in the Map, with the cover design and the Kickstarter video. And the gift from that, the royalty checks that keep, coming in, they don't exist. But secondly, the way that Jeff has been a gift to me is by being Jeff. Every time we have a conversation, Jeff starts it out by asking, what are you dreaming about? What are you working on? What are your big plans? No matter what he does, Jeff is always encouraging others to have big dreams and to follow them.
Is this on? Well, hey, Jeff. It's Johnny. I wanted to wish you a happy birthday, and I know we've been through a ton of stuff. Summer of Keith, Summer of You twice, Summer of Keith's Deck, and 612 Night Out, Vegas nights, nights on the city. But I just wanted to say that it's been great knowing you. You've been an awesome friend, and keep doing the great things you do and changing this world and making it a better place. Thanks, and hope you have a good night and a great upcoming 40th year. Sweet. Bye.
I just want to thank you for being such a great friend, a great mentor, and thank you so much for being a part of my life. I just truly appreciate you for who you are, and just thank you for always listening to me and always being there and taking us places.
Jeff, we've known each other for less than 10 years, but over that time, we've each learned quite a few things from each other. You taught me how to eat an egg sandwich after going out with the boys night on the town. I taught you how to not be such a biatch on the golf course. You also taught me when it hits below 40 degrees, we will not see you on a golf course. But you did teach me how to look good walking down the Vegas Strip wearing a suit. This summer's been one of the better ones for me, and a lot of that is because of you, pre-gaming before Keith even got off work. So to that, I thank you, and I want to wish you a happy 40th birthday. Thanks, Jeff.
I remember going up the shore with you and stopping at some creek. Creeks seem to be a common theme in growing up around this part of town that we did in Duluth. And we were reading poetry on a big rock in the creek on a sunny day. And it was really nice. And I have lots of other great fond memories of growing up and learning about the world with you, Jeff.
I can't think of anyone who's worked harder to do work on ending sex trafficking and immigration, and I'll never forget the work we did together to elect Rena Moran. You sending me out shift after shift, but always having work for me to do, and we got that wonderful woman elected to the House of Representatives, and it was great to do it together.
I've been very lucky in my life to have a mentor who has taught me a lot of things, but the two most important things are to never give up your power and that relationship is the only way things get done. And you exemplify that in the work that you do, and that's what makes you a great colleague and an amazing advocate and such a fun, wonderful friend. And judging by the wonderful work that your wife is putting into your birthday party, a pretty good husband too.
Hey Bauer, I know you're turning 40 here, and two things. Number one, you're old. 40 is really old, so nice job on looking so good with your age. Number two, just like to say that you've been a big inspiration. You're the kind of guy who doesn't just talk about change. You actually put something in motion and take action, and you're a dedicated person and very inspiring. So that being said, happy birthday. Also, I'm glad that I can count on you if we're ever at a bar or party to always have someone's back. So if you know someone's going to throw a chair, it's going to be Jeff. So happy birthday, buddy. Love you.
Why you are a gift to me is you share your joys and your sorrows unabashedly, and you never cease to surprise me with the songs and the quotes that you post online. They touch me deeply, and I appreciate your use of words to inspire and the fact that you find inspiration in others' words. So thank you for being an amazing person in the world.
I don't think that either of us would have guessed that 14 years ago when we met each other as students at the Humphrey Institute that your commitment to social and racial justice would be such an inspiration to me in my career. But it has, and it's been a tremendous gift for which I'm really thankful, and you continue to amaze and inspire me to this day, even from afar. And I always look forward to getting together with you, even if it's not as often as it used to be, and hearing about the amazing work that you're doing and the amazing impacts that you're having in your community.
Jeff, you are inspirational. All the work that you've done for so many people, it's been so selfless all over the world. It's an inspiring thing just even to think about it. Been a great friend and tons of fun. I know that I could say, hey, celebrate your 40th in style, but I know you know how to do that. So I'll just say, treat yourself. You deserve it, man.
The last 12 years of our lives, man, I've known you most of my adult life. We spent 7 years working together. Half of it you were my boss, half of it I was your boss. We did some great things at Youth Farm and around the Twin Cities. We traveled out east together, rocked it at Heinz Field together, went out southwest, traveled all over the country. But when I think about, the gift of our friendship to me, that I'm most happy about is that, you meet some people in your life that will be your friends in that momentary time. But I feel like even if we don't see each other for a year, that we're always going to be there for each other, whether it's to celebrate some great momentous occasion or to bail each other out of jail when we've done some great civil disobedience. And hopefully we're not in the same cell together when we do that. But I know you're going to be my friend forever. And I love that, and I love you, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jeff!
Happy birthday, Jeff! Thank you for the drinks!
Thank you for the drinks!
Thank you!
We love you!
Happy 40th!
You're amazing!
We're glad to be able to share in this video celebrating your special day.
Jeff, we think so much of you. We know your commitment to social justice, but just the two of us in knowing you and learning to love you has been a gift and a grace in our lives. So we are thankful for you and for Diane and for your life together and for intersecting our lives. So happy 40th and many more to come. We love you.
I wanted to tell you what a gift you are. To so many, you are a gift to the wider world for the great work you do, for the advocacy, for fighting for what you believe in, and for always putting yourself out there. But to me, your greatest gift is your gift of friendship. You are always been there for me. You listen to me. You support me. You're honest with me. You push me. You challenge me. And you let me push you and challenge you. And I love that about you. I love that about our friendship. And I thank you for the gift of that, for who you are, for all that you do, and for what you mean to me. Thank you. Happy birthday.
Hey Jeff, just want to say happy birthday to my wonderful Mongolian brother. It's been a pleasure to have you in my life for, 10 years now? Can't believe one 4th of July day would bring such a great friendship, but I do appreciate everything you've done for me. You've helped me through some difficult times in my life, and I couldn't have done it without you. My favorite memory, I think, of us is when we went to play golf at Chamonix, and it was just you and me walking the course, playing, laughing, having a couple brews, just having a good time. And also, our game was pretty good.
It has been so much fun working with you, and perhaps the best time that I can imagine the gift of laughter being granted to me from you or given to me was after that conference committee hearing that Rich Stanek testified about secure communities, and I thought I was going to have to stop you from assaulting the sheriff, which seemed like a bad call. So you have brought untold amounts of laughter and hard work and skills into my life. It's been so much fun. So happy birthday and welcome to your 40s.
I'm truly grateful that I have known you, and you've definitely been a gift to me. You know, taking me and Golly to places that we've never been before, exploring Duluth and all that, and I'm super grateful for that. Also, you've impacted my life greatly because now I'm working. I have a job. My first real career job, I guess, and I know that you're the one who picked me up.
Hey Jeff, happy 40. Wow, 40. I think I've known you since 1996, and I'll never forget that year when I first met you. We would listen to Wildflowers and Or She's the One and register just a ton of voters and do politics, and that really was meaningful to me, and I want to thank you.
Jeff, happy birthday. You don't know what old is, man. We are so glad you were born and that you live and that you're our friend. And you are a genuine, good, funny guy. We love you, man.
Hi, my name is Darren Tobolt, and I've been asked to say a few words about Jeff Bauer and what I think about him. And when I think about Jeff, I think that he is the most interesting man in Minnesota. Maybe the world, but let's stick with Minnesota for now. And I was trying to think how I describe why he's the most interesting man in Minnesota, and I needed my easel and pen here to describe that. So let's start with Jeff Bauer. It's a very apt description of him here, but we'll have the smile because he's a happy guy. That's how we'll know that that's Jeff Bauer. And when I think of all my friends that I like to go to concerts with, I like to hang out with because they know all the cool things and all the best bands, there's a circle of people that are like this. When I think of my friends that are involved in social justice and making the world a better place and really helping people on a day-to-day basis, that's maybe these friends over here. And when I think of my friends that are involved in politics and really getting people involved in the system and getting them a seat at the table, that would be these friends over here. And when I think about people that are always inviting new people in and helping build a social network and really building that social capital that keeps us all going, that would be these people over here. And when I think about my old friends and people that are just fun to see and tell, and I always want to hear a good story out of them because I know they're going to have something interesting to say, that would be these people over here. And the one person at the center of all of that is Jeff Bauer, the most interesting man in Minnesota. Happy birthday, Jeff. You're not the oldest in Minnesota yet, but hopefully you will be someday.
Jeff, it's your birthday! Happy birthday, man. Look, I think we've known each other maybe 10 years, maybe a little more. It's been amazing working with you on Hire Minnesota, on immigration and safe harbors, all these other things that we've done together, campaigns on Rena's campaign, forming the White Guys for Racial Equity. And I think that is where I'm most thankful for you, where you've really been a gift in my life, is being a partner in protest. Because it's just not the same without you. I've tried. In fact, check this out. It's super, super awkward. Free the pie! Free the pie! Free the pie!
Nope.
Hi, Jeff. Lying under a booth or not, we're here at a familiar place you hopefully remember. You know, this suit being a perfect example, I just love how always you're up for something ridiculous and crazy, whether it's Summer of Jeff or Summer of Jeff 2 or a season of something. Or maybe it's walking down the streets of Vegas in our crazy last-minute suits, thinking we own the world. But you're always up for something ridiculous, and I love that about you. And you're always willing to push yourself further than anyone I know. The perfect example of that is, you know, what you do for the world and the community. You fight for those people who can't fight for themselves, that don't even know that you're fighting for them. And I think that's absolutely amazing. But more so, I absolutely love how you fight for those that are close to you. And I'm just honored to be one of those people. I'm flattered and thrilled that I'm one of the boys. Jeff, you're a dear friend. I just want to thank you for the laughs and the teasing and the support and all the fun. So I want to tip one back in your honor. Happy birthday, Jeff. All my best, and may your 40th year, may your 40th year be one of your best. Peace! Holy shit! A meteor!
Well, Jeff, you know, it was a gift to me when we were teenagers and used to drive around in a Isuzu Trooper, listening to Fugazi tapes, and taking jumps on the steep hills of East Duluth. So, to commemorate that, I'm going to take one of those jumps right now. Happy birthday, buddy.